Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. I am your broadcast team commentator and host tonight, Zechariah Carlo. Thank you for joining us on the R2R Broadcast Network for Freight Racing 208 from Echo Park Speedway, also known as Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'll probably still accidentally call it Atlanta Motor Speedway throughout the night, just because I'm so used to saying it like that. But we're excited to see some super speedway action from the Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Have not seen that since Daytona, and a lot of these guys still looking for their first career win to lock themselves into the Truck Series playoffs. So, with that being said, we're going to check out some of these drivers and see how they're doing on the track, as we have about 15 minutes left in the practice session. Starting off, we've got Aaron Espy, number 16. And his classic real tree paint scheme. In fact, we're actually going to update our trading paints real quick. So Aaron Espy, I believe I saw him in a white, orange, and red Realtree paint scheme. So we're gonna update trading page and see if that is the case. Espy is back once again, as he usually is, for another week of action. And in the NSRLA Ladies Laptop Truck Series, we're excited to see him. And there is the scheme. It's a Bass Pro Shop scheme. It's a very nice looking scheme. On Aaron Espy's car, let's try to get a closer view on him as well. Very nice. So Espy's back for another week. Also here tonight we got Gino Belanti, currently pushing Jacob Cochran, the number 8. Once again, Belanti and Cochran, both usuals in the truck series. We're glad to see them back once again for another week. That's the thing about Atlanta. Someone like Gino Belanti, who's not always up at the front, he can very much likely win this race tonight. So we're going to see what Gino Belanti can do. Same thing goes for the 03 of Stephen Gill. We're going to see what he can do. Currently racing up with Aaron Espy and Morgan Cook. Morgan Cook has been dominant so far this season. Him and Matthew Montgomery really have been winning all these races. I gotta check the standings out for myself, but Morgan Cook's definitely a title favorite right now. We're gonna see what that number 7 truck can do here tonight, possibly get a win here at Atlanta. Not gonna be mainly skill-based though, so we're gonna see if he can hold on from everybody else, as Stephen Gill's gonna park it. At the 62, Steven Ayers Jr. Not used to seeing him. He's going to be racing here for one of his first times in the truck series here tonight in the Kinetic 62 Toyota Tundra. We love seeing new faces in the league. We're going to see what this guy can do tonight in the Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Mr. Toby Ritters, he's back. He's not going to be our onboard driver tonight. He's got fixing his camera. But Mr. Ritters will be taking action tonight in that number 3 Chevrolet. Still looking for his first career win on the season. Sean Warrobe, he's back. We were just looking at him. He was with a few other drivers, but he's also now pushing Justin Schaub in the 87. Looks like he has the 07 on the set. Nonetheless, Justin Schaub is back once again for another week. Jacob Cochran's been one of those fast guys too this year. He's been fast pretty much in every single series he's participated in, but the truck series specifically, he's been close a few times. Been unlucky, but he got himself that win a few weeks ago, and that really has gave himself a shot at this championship. All he's got to do is pick up another win, give himself more points for the playoffs, and that's what he wants to do tonight. Alex Pollock on pit road. We're going to see him tonight as well. Michael Cole, he's back in for another week. We're going to see what that black and gold 43 can do. That guy has been not up front, but he's been consistent throughout the entire season. We're going to see what Michael Cole can do tonight as he merges with the field. Get some practice. The two Bridges brothers will be back in action this week. Sam Bridges and Jordan Bridges, currently on pit road. Enoch Hancock's back for the week as well. Looks like he's in that Taylor Gray machine this week. There's Alex Pollock finally on the track. Getting some laps in his precision. Red and yellow, I believe Joey Logano inspired paint scheme and down pit road. Currently on top of the board, Aaron Espy, number 16. Brand new paint scheme this week. The Bass Pro Shops Realtor paint scheme, hoping to bring his first victory in the Diesel Laptop Truck Series here at Atlanta tonight. Working with Michael Colt, the Pro Tip window tinting machine. There we go. Checkered flag is out. Practice is over. We will see you in just a second to find out who is on the pole.
Let the free AK
Welcome back to the R2R Broadcast Network, live from the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Qualifying is just now concluding. About 2 minutes remain in the qualifying session. You're going to find out who's starting on the front row in just a few minutes. I am Zachary Cartledge, your commentator and host. We appreciate you watching the R2R Broadcast Network. Continue to give you live coverage from this year's NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. We appreciate Diesel Laptops for sponsoring this series, and we appreciate Andy Berry, Jacob Cochran, and other admins who make this possible. 135 laps tonight from Atlanta. Stage breaks at 40 and 85. Should be a fun night, and we appreciate you joining us here to get all the action. We'll be back in about 1.5 minutes for the grid. We'll see you then.
Not knowing who we are, but understanding our frustrations. It had always seemed that those who listen are the ones breaking down, and are the ones that we elect to listen. They're not hearing me now speak. Is it fair to take me to the point, to the place, to the break that I see? I never mattered, pushing and striving every day even harder to make the difference. I had never had the liberty of taking for granted. I've been the shoulders, you bruised to rise, pushing me, even with the truths I found. It's evidence for proving nothing. Yeah, hear me out. Since I've taken to reposition myself, mean nothing. I feel the time and I'm in too deep, too late. Planning to stay. I know my skin, pull it away. Too deep, too late. I'm planning to stay. I know my skin, pull it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes your post-race show. It is time to get started with the grid here tonight from Atlanta Motor Speedway. "14 drivers making their way onto the field tonight. Row number 1 goes to Alex Pollock, a surprise pole, and Morgan Cook on his outside. Row number 2, Jordan Bridges and Toby Ritters. Row number 3, Sean Warrobe and Aaron Espy. Row number 4, Jacob Cochran and Michael Cole. Row number 5, Gino Volanti and Ina Cancock. Row number 6, Stephen Gill and Sam Bridges. Stephen Ayers and Justin Schaub, that's row number 7, and Casey Bristow rounding out your field in the 15th position. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get going here tonight from Echo Park Speedway, also known as Atlanta. 135 laps tonight. It will be a long race, and we are here to see who's going to get it done. Alex Pollock, surprise pole. We're excited to see what that number 92 can do tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to start-finish line. We are going to get ready right away for the 135 lap race. Alex Pollock and Morgan Cook will lead you to the green flag. We appreciate you joining us on the R2R Broadcast Network. Live coverage from NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Pace car takes the hard left turn to pit road. Alex Pollock and Morgan Cook will take us to the green flag. We are finally green for the 135 lap race here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Good start from both Alex Pollock and Morgan Cook. Bridges and Ritters right behind coming into turn number 1. Everybody clear into turn number 1, into turn number 2, now coming into turn number 3. Complete the first lap. Toby Ritters and Morgan Cook starting to get a good advantage on the outside. As we see, Morgan Cook will be clear of Alex Pollock and probably will take this first lap. And yes, he will. Morgan Cook leads the first lap. He is now clear of Alex Pollock. He's going to stay to the outside with Toby Ritters for the moment. Aaron Espy and Jacob Cochran also behind. That are 4 teammates right there, so we will expect to see them stay together. And while that's happening, Jordan Bridges is pushing Alex Pollock along with Sean Warrobe, and Gino Volanti is going to go around. They're all going to stay for a moment. I believe a caution will fly. We have one car back in the pack who was involved, Casey Bristow. He will save it. We stay green for the moment. We do stay green. Gino Volanti got very loose in turn number 3 and 4, got in contact with a few other drivers, but the admin say keep it green. But with that being said, there is now 7, make that 6 cars in a breakaway pack from the rest of the field. Morgan Cook still leading. Toby Ritters in second. Aaron Espy, Alex Pollock fighting for third. Bridges and Cochran, the only 2 other guys in this main pack. Volanti and others from 7th place on back, separated from this main pack right now. See Gio Volanti Right here in the second pack, he's got Michael Cole, Steven Ayers, and Sean Warrow with him. And then farther back in the field, we have Enoch Hancock, Stephen Gill, Sam Bridges, and then later back in the field, Justin Schaub and Casey Bristow, who's just involved in that accident. Back up to the front, it's still Morgan Cook leading, but Aaron Espy on that outside starting to try and make a move all by himself. It's going to be hard to do that when you have no help like that on the outside. Ritters and Pollock still strong on the inside lane. Remember, stage breaks are at lap 40 and lap 85 tonight, so these drivers who did fall out of the pack, if they cannot catch up, they will still be able to have a shot to win this race after the stage is over. And for some of these guys, they're not even going to have to wait. You see back here, Gino Volanti and that second pack of Steven Ayers, Sean Warrow, and Jordan Bridges. They're already catching back up to the front of this main pack. So they will definitely be involved here. It looks like it'll only be about 3 or 4 cars that are outside of the main pack once we get all sorted back out. Because even back here, you got Enoch Hancock and others, Stephen Gill. They are also making their way back up to the field and gaining a lot of time. So that is good news for most of the drivers here. Volanti is loose once again. That's the second time Gino Volanti's gotten loose in that car. Struggling early here at Atlanta. He'll once again save it. Sean Warrow and Michael Cole make sure to get out of his way and continue to stay green. Back up to the front, Morgan Cook still getting help from Toby Ritter. Has been getting help from him the entire race up to this point. But here comes Alex Pollock with help from Aaron Espy on the outside. They try to make that outside move and get back out to the front. Give that lap to Morgan Cook. He continues to lead every single lap here tonight so far from Atlanta. But Alex Pollock on the outside starting the challenge. Steven Ayers making it 3 wide for a second there. Bridges gets out of line. We go back to 2 wide racing. Here comes Alex Pollock and Aaron Espy. They're starting to make a groove on that outside. We'll see if Morgan Cook continues to lead all the laps. Remember, you get bonus points for leading the most laps, but at the line, give the lap to Alex Pollock in the number 92. He is in the lead, and here is clear coming into turn number 1. A loose moment for Steven Ayers back here. They're going to save it once again. And it's a new leader out front. It's Alex Pollock. Started on the pole, and now he is the one getting pushed by Morgan Cook. He is your new race leader here early from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Once Alex Pollock got down that outside lane, completely separated. Aaron Espy now getting pushed by Jacob Cochran. Cochran's starting to blink across the racetrack, and that outside lane is starting to separate once again. Volanti back in the mix. We'll see if he can hold on to that race car in that number red 35. Enoch Hancock now in the mix as well, number 17. Toyota Genuine Parts Toyota. Starting to make some ground on the leaders. And back up to the front, the outside lane now prevailing. Morgan Cook and Aaron Espy clear of Alex Pollock coming out of turn 2. The outside lane all of a sudden starting to get all the momentum. Toby Ritters is still on the inside. He's been a strickler to that inside lane the whole night. He continues to push Alex Pollock now as Morgan Cook dips to the outside to get help from Aaron Espy and Jacob Cochran. And those are our teammates on the outside. So I expect Morgan Cook to stay there for quite a moment. All but 3 cars in this main pack right now. Sam Bridges, Justin Schaub, Casey Bristow, the 3 cars who are not. The rest all still right in this main pack. Oh, and a car goes around. It's Jacob Cochran. He's going to save it, but I believe that may bring out a caution. He's going to be on the wall, though, so his car does not go around. And for that reason, I think we're going to stay green, but that car has a lot of damage for Jacob Cochran. He's slipping all over the racetrack. He's going to have to come back around and use his fast repair early. He hit the wall in a way where it didn't have his car go off center, so there will be no caution for that incident. Back up to the front. They're still hard charging at the front of this pack. Toby Ritters, who is a strickler to the inside lane, now on the outside lane getting pushed by Morgan Cook. He wants to lead his first lap of the day. But Ritters, he's out of the line. In the wall he goes. He's going to come back down the racetrack almost into Morgan Cook. Maybe a bad push, and once again, the outside lane does not prevail, and the inside lane pulling away, starting with Alex Pollock. Already on lap number 14 of 135, had 2 incidents, but either they were one car or they all saved it. And for that reason, we continue to stay green, but they are aggressively racing here early at Atlanta. Steven Ayers coming down on Stephen Gill. Almost contact between the two Stevens. They continue to keep off each other. Very close call for those two drivers. And look who's now in the lead. It's Enoch Hancock, another new leader here from Atlanta. That's the thing here at Atlanta. If you are not a good driver on the regular intermediates and short tracks, this is your time to shine. And we are seeing a lot of underdogs at the front of this pack right now. The top 4 have never won before in the NSRLA Diesel Laptops Truck Series. One of them may be going home with the win tonight. Some lap cars approaching, starting with Casey Bristow. They are hoping for a caution. They do not want to go another lap down. But for the moment, Alex Pollock and Enoch Hancock continue to stay side by side for the lead here at Atlanta. There's that FedEx number 11, Casey Bristow, coming up. A lap car, we'll see where he goes. And once he gets up to these drivers, the leaders are going to have to figure out where they want to go. Bristow's going to go to the apron, let the lead guys pass. That is the smart move to do. And that caused the leaders to continue to stay where they want to be. Stephen Gill now up to second place. Definitely an underdog here, but he has a shot to win because of how Atlanta is. He's going to go to the outside, going to try to make a move. Morgan Cook decides he wants to go with the 92, and that's going to cause Gill to fall out of line. Jacob Cochran, a lap car. He's going to be in the way of the leaders here. To the inside he goes. Now to the apron, and they'll pass him now. That'll make him 2 laps down. He got 1 lap down using a fast repair, but he's going to stay in the draft and hope he can get these laps back. Morgan Cook back up to second place. He was leading early in this race. You got to wonder if he's going to make a move soon to try to get back up to the lead. Steven Ayers, a newcomer to the league, now in third in the Kinetic 62 Toyota Tundra. Stephen Gill to the outside. We're going to see he tries to go up a little bit. Enoch Hancock gets to his inside. And now he's going to have to stick with it and see if it works out. Another lap car coming up. It's the 87 of Justin Schaub, also involved in that earlier incident. His car is still clean. He's going to try to get back in this line and get that lucky dog spot when the caution or the stage break comes out. Looks like he's going to stay to the outside and let the leaders pass on the inside. Another smart move from these lap cars, continuing to let the leaders play out the race themselves. Steven Ayers is going to be on the outside, and Gino Volanti will be as well, but they're all going to get back to the inside. From the looks of it, Volanti's going to stay to the outside for the moment. It's going to be maybe 3 wide in the corner here, but he's going to get to the inside and let Shaw pass. Still single file for the lead. Enoch Hancock down to the inside of Morgan Cook. There's a car in the wall that looked to be Justin Schaub. That was the lap car that just passed. Enoch Hancock forces Morgan Cook out of line. He is now second on the inside lane. That forces Morgan Cook off the track, and now he's going to get a push from Stephen Gill and try to run up to the front. Alex Pollock makes a big block, and Morgan's going to push him. The inside lane now pretty much alone. They're going to have to get stacked back up. Jacob Cochran, a lap car, going to try to stay in a position to get his lap back. Going to push Enoch Hancock and try to get him to the lead. 3 cars now on the outside. 3 cars now on the inside. Make that 4, including 2 lap machines in this pack trying to get their laps back. Alex Pollock does a pretty good block. Looks like it's going to work out for the moment. He's going to continue to lead with Morgan Cook right on his back bumper. No space between these 2 drivers right now. Morgan Cook gets loose in turn number 1. Riding on board with Stephen Gill. If something happens to this front 2, he is right in the mix of it. Definitely not where you want to be, but you can't really go anywhere either. You have to pray the luck goes on your side. As these laps wind down, the tires get worse and worse, and we may see a lot more cars get loose as the stage progresses. Still 16 laps to go in the stage. We're on lap number 23 of 135. Morgan Cook goes to the outside of Alex Pollock, forces him to go back to the inside, but Michael Cole's going to go around. That's going to cause him and Steven Ayers to turn. They went 3 wide in the corner, 1 car around. That should bring out the first caution. But iRacing says no, they're going to continue to stay green. That was a 2-car incident. iRacing says no, we're going to keep it green. If I'm an admin, I would throw it. But for the moment, we stay green. Enoch Hancock forces Morgan Cook in the wall. And now Morgan Cook gets a little bit sideways. He's going to fall back. Questionable move from Enoch Hancock right there. Questionable move by iRacing and not through a caution either. Multiple short wrecks, including one that just caused 2 cars, but they say keep it green. And that's not going to help Michael Cole or Steven Ayers. They're going to be way off the pace and possibly going to go a lap down. 4 cars up at the front. Stephen Gill leads his first lap of the day. Alex Pollock, Enoch Hancock, and Gino Volanti. And the rest of the cars catching back up following that huge checkup. The first of those are going to be Sean Warrobe. Haven't talked about much today. He's in the top 5 right now. Still trying to pick up his first win. He's been consistent over the last few weeks. Picking up a win could mean an underdog playoff run for that number 20 car. We're going to see what he can do. A lot of lap cars in this pack. They're all fighting for that lap back. That lucky dog. And right now, it looks like the current guy for that lucky dog is way back in the pack. It looks like it's currently the 11 car of Casey Bristow. That 07 of Justin Schaub, another one of those cars who are also looking for their lap back. And we're going to see cars come down pit road. That's right. Pit cycles are shortened, and we're going to see their first 2 cars come down pit road. It starts with Aaron Espy and Morgan Cook. Alex Pollock as well, another car coming down pit road. And it looks like the lap car of Sam Bridges also going to make his stop. Back up to the main pack. That puts Gino Volanti in the lead. He leads his first lap of the day on lap number 27 of 135. Now the rest of the field, for the most part, also going to come down pit road, exception of the lap cars. That's going to put some of these lap cars back on the lead lap. If a caution flies their way, that'll work out. And this is going to be your main pack coming down pit road. Volanti, Warrobe, Gill, Hancock, and others. And we're going to see what strategy played off, pitting the first time or the second time. The cars who just came out pit road are coming out now, led by Alex Pollock and Aaron Espy. Morgan Cook also coming out of his box now. But here we go, the main battle down pit road. We're going to check out the pit road lane and see who gets out first. There's all the cars coming out of pit road right now. Currently, that main pack who went the first lap right before them are on halfway through the backstretch. We're going to see what prevailed and what did not. That main pack are coming out of turn 4 right now. I believe this is to get into the lead here, if I'm not mistaken. There they are. Alex Pollock, that 92, just now passing the leaders. Bridges comes out first into number 45. But from the looks of it, it's going to be Alex Pollock who's going to cycle out first, along with the 2 other guys who went with him, Aaron Espy and Morgan Cook, right behind him. As long as I am not mistaken. But yeah, I don't think I am, unless some cars took fuel here and now they're coming down pit road. I think that may be the case. A lot of cars are still down pit road and have no intentions of getting out. Now they're coming out of pit road. A lot of these guys were in pit road for more than 30 seconds. Warrobe, Volanti, and others. We're going to see who comes out first, but it looks like these 3 cars for the moment are going to be your new leaders, and yeah, that is the case. Alex Pollock, Aaron Espy, and Morgan Cook have a 9-second gap over 4th place Jordan Bridges. Half of the field is now a lap down. Really bad pit stops for a lot of this field, and now it's a 3-car breakaway. Let's see who gets stage number 1. 10 laps remain in the stage. And this is going to be interesting now with all these cars a lap down. You've got to think, are they going to all take the wave around? Currently 8th on back, starting with Jordan Bridges. Make that 9th on back, starting with Jordan Bridges, are all a lap down. A lot of these guys did not have a good pit stop, including Volanti and Warrobe, who are almost 2 laps down. Not sure what happened on pit road, but these 3 guys made the right call, came down third at the same time, and that's going to mean they're going to have a 3-car fight for this stage with 9 laps to go, coming up to 8. We'll be right back for the end of stage 1. Stay with us on the R2R Broadcast Network. We're not going to catch any moment of action as we're going to ride on board with Morgan Cook. Welcome back from the R2R Broadcast Network. Just over 5 laps to go in the stage. And it's a 3-car breaker right now for the lead. Alex Pollock, Aaron Espy, and Morgan Cook all had a great pit stop, and that causes all 3 of them to have about a 9-second gap over 4th place. The 43, 78, and 07 are all lap down cars, fighting for that lead lap. And currently, Michael Cole right behind the leaders. Is your first car a lap down, followed by Sam Bridges. So that 43 and the 78 are 2 cars looking to get that lucky dog spot. Just a few laps to go in stage number 1. So far, it's been a pretty clean race here from Atlanta. Currently a brisk 28 degrees Celsius. Make that about 50 degrees Fahrenheit if I'm doing my math correct. Partly cloudy. The wind 12 kilometers per hour to the south. And no rain in the area. Well, coming up on 3 laps to go in the stage, we're going to see who gets it done. It's going to be a battle between these 3 cars up front, Alex Pollock, Aaron Espy, and Morgan Cook. We're going to see who's going to get it done here in stage number 1. Alex Pollock led the most laps all night so far, doing a great job controlling that car, staying out front, getting help from a few of his friends. And we're going to see if it pays off with a stage win. Espy and Morgan Cook go right behind. They are both teammates. I will not be surprised if they get out of line late here, maybe on the last lap, and make a move to get this stage. But a caution comes out. Was not expecting that. A caution flies. 2 cars are stopped on the back straightaway. And that includes Steven Ayers. And it looks like maybe Toby Ritters. No, not Toby Ritters. Steven Ayers. And maybe Justin Schaub. We're going to check out and see what just happened. Stage will end early. Alex Pollock gets the stage win. And we're going to see what happens to this number 62. We're going to watch for the first time together. Coming out of turn number 2, Steven Ayers and Gino Volante, who's been having a rough time all night, just gets into him. They both go in the wall. The 62 almost goes upside down, and Volante has been not making a lot of friends tonight. He's been all over the racetrack and finally gets somebody else involved. If I'm Ayers, I am not happy about that one. Well, that will conclude stage number 1. Alex Pollock picking up the stage win. And with that being said, I believe they're waiting for the pace car, and then we're going to see possibly some green flag pit stops and a lot of wave arounds, as currently 8th on back are a lap down. It looks like your lucky dog will be Michael Cole in the Pro Tent number 43 diesel laptops Toyota. He did enough to beat Sam Bridges, and he will be your lucky dog. Still waiting on that pace car. Espy and Pollock first and second, and Morgan Cook round out your top 3. Give 4th place to Jacob Cochran, who had a huge wreck. Looks like he got a fast repair and had enough fuel to go to the end of stage number 1, and that's going to put him in 4th, so a good call from Jacob Cochran. Pace car should be approaching here. Just a little bit of confusion from these drivers as they come to make their first up. There's the pace car. So this time by, we're going to see most likely some green flag pit stops, or excuse me, some stage end pit stops for some new tires, some extra fuel. We're going to see who goes down. Cars staying out for the moment. Now we see some cars coming down. Steven Ayers, Michael Cole. And it looks like everybody else deciding to stay out. That was the end of the stage, I am pretty sure. You'd expect that they're going to get some fuel in their system, unless the stage break is not on lap number 40. We're going to check and make sure for you guys real quick. Yeah, stage 1 does end on lap number 40. So, your stage winner was Alex Pollock. Unless they go by this time by, it looks to me like nobody deciding to go down pit road. Maybe they think they can make it to the end. They didn't have enough to make it to the end for the first stage, so they can't go 40 more laps, that's for sure. But we'll see how this call plays out. 2 cars do come down pit road, and of course they were your 2 cars who ended up having some issues. Steven Ayers. Looks like Sam Bridges also comes down pit road. And that's the thing that's unfortunate for all these drivers who are a lap down. Casey Bristow and others, Justin Schaub and others. If they did not go down pit road, then they're not going to get their laps back. But it looks like it was just a little bit of confusion, because now they come down pit road. A few cars coming down. Alex Pollock, Aaron Espy, Morgan Cook. But 1 car on the lead lap does stay out, and that is Jordan Bridges. So if Bridges continues to stay out, every car that's a lap down behind them will not be back on the lead lap. And that is not good for the majority of this field. Bridges is on the lead lap, currently running in 5th, now in 1st. It looks like they may still go around anyway. We'll see. I don't think they're allowed to. I think they're stuck behind Bridges. We'll find out. This is 1 to green. And here we see some cars coming down pit road, including your top 3 from stage number 1. Looks like 4 fresh tires. Aaron Espy comes out first. It's going to be a battle to the line. Espy barely gets over Pollock and Cook. Toby Ritter's coming out as well, and Cochran will conclude the pit road cycle. So yeah, by the looks of it, Jordan Bridges stays out, and everybody else who is lined up from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and a few others on back are lap down cars. For the moment, they're going to stay side by side with these lapped cars. We'll see how the admin decides to take this. Now they say we're not going green. Looks like we're just waiting to sort things out. Bridges continues to stay down from the pit road box. Going to stay out of the pit road. And with that being said, it looks like all those lap down cars will not be on the lead lap. And that's really unfortunate for a lot of these guys. So Bristow, Sam Bridges, Toby Ritters, Sean Worrow, Volante, Schaub, and Ayers are all going to be a lap down, but they once again say we're not going green this time by. And I think it's because now the lap cars say, hey, we want to go down pit road if we're not going to get our laps back. So Bristow will now come down to get some fresh tires and fuel. Everybody else does stay out. So all of these cars single file either got a speeding penalty or are a lap down because of Jordan Bridges not coming down pit road. And just to clarify, cars on the lead lap right now include Jordan Bridges, Aaron Espy, Alex Pollock, Morgan Cook, Enoch Cancock, Stephen Gill, Michael Cole, who got the lucky dog, and Jacob Cochran. So everybody else is a lap down or more, including Volante, who is 2, or excuse me, 3, Ayers, who is 3, and Justin Schaub, who is 4 laps down. So that puts about 8 cars on the lead lap. And with these lap cars now fighting with the leaders, fighting for a lucky dog spot, I would not be surprised if a caution does come out because of the aggressiveness of these lap cars trying to get back in the lead. With that being said, pace car lights are off. We will be going green this time by. Alex Pollock, your stage number 1 winner, will be on the outside. It's actually Aaron Espy who gets out front on the pit road cycle. And then we got Morgan Cook, Jordan Bridges in the 2nd row, and Cochran and Ayers, who is multiple laps down, in the 3rd row. Well, we're about to get ready for stage number 2. It's going to be quite an interesting stage. Half the cars in the lead lap, half the cars a lap down. We're going to see what happens. But either way, Aaron Espy, Alex Pollock, Bridges, Cook, and others going to take us back green for the start of stage number 2. Pace car, gonna make the hard left turn back to pit road, and we come back to the restart zone. We are back green from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And a good start from Aaron Espy, but he has little help on the inside. Alex Pollock and Morgan Cook already hard charging on the outside lane. The rest of the field fall behind. It's a 4-car breakaway right now. The rest of the field trying to catch back up. That 3-car right behind Morgan Cook is Toby Ritters. He is the first car on the lap down. If caution flies right now, he will get his lap back, and that's what I'm saying. You got to be aggressive with these lap cars. You want to be able to get back on the lead lap as quick as possible. These laps come by quick, and currently Ritters is pulling away for the rest of those lap cars. For the moment, it's Aaron Espy currently leading this race, getting pushed by Jordan Bridges, and that is the reason why the lap cars did not get their laps back. Jordan Bridges decided to stay out, causing all the lap cars to not get a wave around. Could be a strategy call as well. You take half the cars out of the picture. That gives you an easier way to win, so that could be a smart move from Bridges. We'll have to find out later. But for the moment, that outside lane once again rolling. Alex Pollock and Morgan Cook eager to get back out front here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The whole field under a blanket right now. Lap cars and lead lap cars. That black and red number 3 car on the inside, Toby Ritters, now having a challenge. That bright red number 35 car, Gino Volante, also looking to get his lap back. He is multiple laps down, so even more of a sense of urgency for the number 35. And now they are side by side for the lucky dog position. Every single car on the racetrack right now, all bunched up in one pack. Half the field a lap down, half the field not a lap down. Everybody has a sense of urgency for some reason, and we're going to see once it boils over. right now for the lead. Alex Pollock, Aaron Espy continuing to fight. Alex Pollock going to try to get clear. Coming into turn number 1. He does get clear. Alex Pollock to the inside. Morgan Cook now left out to dry. Going to get pushed by Enoch Hancock. Once again, your stage 1 winner, Alex Pollock, back out front. You saw Jacob Cochran back there. Looks like he got in the wall a little bit. Keeps it off the wall for long enough, or he's going to continue to stay in the back. You have to see what he can do later on in this race. Pollock back up front. He leads another lap. Hancock and Cook now controlling that outside lane. You're going to see they can now bring it up to the front. "30 laps to go in stage number 2. We saw them go about 25 to 30 laps on fuel in the first stage. Jordan Burgess has not gone down pit road since the last green flag pit stop in stage number 1. So we'll have to be eagerly seeing when he decides to come down pit road. The rest of the field should be good for another 20 or so laps. We're going to see a late green flag pit stop if we get to that point. And here we go, the outside lane once again starting to cook up something. Morgan Cook and Enoch Hancock on the outside. Slowly push right back up to the front. And I'll tell you what, this lap car battle is heating up. The 35 of Volante battling the 3 of Ritters, the 62 of Ayers, the 43 of Michael Cole, the 20 of Sean Warrow, the 78 of Sam Burgess, and the FedEx 11 of Casey Bristow. So this lapped car battle is also heating up really hard. Morgan Cook still side by side with Alex Pollock. He's on the outside right now, trying to get a good push from Enoch Hancock to get back to the inside. Almost clear in turn number 3. Maybe just one more push, and he'll be clear off at turn number 4. Morgan Cook coming into turn number 1. He will be clear this time. Will he jump to the inside? He's going to stay with Enoch Hancock. Now he jumps down low. No, goes back up top. Maybe trying to get Hancock to get clear with him. Maybe appreciated his pushes and wants to have him work with him later in this race. But that's going to force Alex Pollock back to the inside. Volante once again loose. Going to check up everybody else behind him. Definitely been causing a lot of issues tonight. Already caused one incident that brought out a caution. But he's fighting for a lead lap position, so he's going to try his best to get up to the front and get a lap back. Sam Bridges goes to the inside. It looks like he's going to make his pit stop. That's what I was wondering. I was really confused if he was going to make it during the green flag. It actually looks like he gets loose. He's going to stay on the racetrack. So maybe just got loose in the corner. Back out front, it's Morgan Cook. Enoch Hancock may also be clear in turn number 2. Or turn number 1, he's going to cross over on Morgan Cook. What a move from Enoch Hancock. That's going to put him in the lead here in Atlanta. Caught Morgan Cook off guard. Now he's going to get a push from Gino Volante. Not as good of a pusher as Hancock is. A good move from Hancock. Going to put him up to the lead now. Hancock's still a little bit new to the series, trying to prove himself. And he's once again back out to the lead, trying to still win his first career race in NSRLA. This lap car battle still heating up. 35, 3, and 62, and the 20. All lap down. Fighting with these lead cars to get their lucky dog spot back. Hancock continuing to lead. Pollock right behind. Morgan Cook getting help from Gino Volante on the outside. Not known for pushing, and that's why. Almost gets in the wall. Almost gets into Aaron Espy as well. Man, Volante all over the place. Gonna keep it in one piece for a moment. That outside lane, though, not going anywhere currently because of that. And Enoch Hancock continuing to lead over Alex Pollock and Morgan Cook. Here comes a big run from the outside. Morgan Cook getting a big push from Gino Volante. We'll see if this can get him back out front. Morgan Cook now to the rear quarter panel of Enoch Hancock, who's currently leading at the line. Get the lap barely to Enoch Hancock. But Villani's starting to, at least for the moment, get his car back in check, and he's going to give a big push to Morgan Cook to try to get him back out front. Still not clear into turn number 3. Hancock still on the inside. But give it one more push. Morgan Cook may be back to the inside in turn number 1. At the line, give the lap to Morgan Cook. But it looks like he's not going to be clear in turn number 1. Hancock still on the inside. 20 laps to go in stage number 2. We're pretty sure they're not going to make it on fuel. So when will we see that green flag pit stop? Hancock holding strong on the inside. Alex Pollock pushing him. Morgan Cook still getting a push from Gino Villani as he tries to get the Lucky Dog spot back. Steven Ayers right behind him. Remember, not only are these two fighting for their lead lap, but Steven Ayers got wrecked by Gino Villani to end the stage. And Gino Villani goes to the inside, leaving Morgan Cook out to dry. An aggressive move. He's trying to make sure he keeps that Lucky Dog spot. Villani goes to the inside, and now Morgan Cook is going to be separated. Steven Ayers in the wall, getting pushed by Sean Warrobe. Yeah, that outside lane is just falling apart right now. The inside clear, about 3 or 4 cars. Morgan Cook finally getting, once again, another push, this time coming up from Steven Ayers. A block from Gino Villani, but Cook gets to his outside. Alex Pollock starting to get a little bit loose as well. Steven Ayers back in the wall once again. Ayers going to get to the rear quarter panel of Villani. This is the fight for the Lucky Dog. If Ayers gets a good run, gets back up in front of Villani, he will be the car to get back on the lead lap. He's now clear on the inside. Will he make a move? For the moment, he stays. Remember, that 35 and the 62 had contact earlier. And that 20 car is Sean Warrobe back in the mix as well with the 3 of Toby Ritters. 4 cars under a blanket fighting for the Lucky Dog spot. The 62 to 35 almost get contact once again. The 62 finally gets clear, and now he is in a position to get that spot back. And while all this is happening, Morgan Cook is just saying, push me. I want to get back out front. He's been stuck on the outside for about 10 or so laps. And finally back to the inside of Enoch Hancock. We're going to see if he can finally get clear with help from Steven Ayers. Give that lap to Enoch Hancock, but Morgan Cook is coming very quickly. If he continues to get pushed like this, he'll get clear very soon. Morgan Cook gets cleared. He finally makes a move. It took him a lot of effort and a lot of time. But the 7 car and Morgan Cook back out to the lead. Ayers left out to dry. He's going to try to find a hole to get into. The 20 and the 3 and the 35 all lap down right behind him. He wants to make a move quick. The whole outside lane is now all considered of lapped cars. Enoch Hancock now tries to look on the outside. He's going to try to get back up front. Going to get a big push from his Toyota teammate of Steven Ayers. We'll see if that was the right move. Coming up on lap 6, 7 of 80 in stage number 2. Steven Ayers all over the racetrack. These tires starting to fade early in stage, or late in stage number 2. And here we go. Pit stops are underway. Lap cars will stay out, including Enoch Hancock. He will also stay out. I believe he is one of the only cars on the lead lap to stay out of pit road, but for the majority of the lead lap field, they're going to come in. And Morgan Cook goes back on the racetrack. Not sure what happened there to Morgan Cook. He does not come down pit road. He stays out late after coming down pit road. He's going to lose a lot of time from that. And Alex Pollock will lead the lead lap cars down pit road. I think what happened there to Morgan Cook is he got off the racing surface, and that would have been a black flag, so he decided that he was going to stay in. And as these cars stay out, the second place driver now coming down pit road, Enoch Hancock still out of pit road, but he has help from these lap cars. We'll get back to that right in the moment. Alex Pollock gets out first, followed by SB Cochran and others. Now Morgan Cook makes his way down pit road, so yeah, it looks like he may have just had an incident where he could have gotten a black flag, so he went back out. And for Enoch Hancock, he is also down pit road, so that, I believe, will include the lead lap cars. Stephen Gill actually is still on the lead lap, so Gill is still leading. He has some draft, maybe that's the right move, but he is currently still leading. And here we go, here's the main pit stops coming out. The lead lap cars coming out of turn number 4. There they are right there. That yellow and red car, Alex Pollock. And it looks like the first... Yeah, it looks like pitting first does matter because there goes Pollock and others. Hancock and Cook going to be way off the pace. Pollock leads the cars out of pit road. He has SB Cochran and Bridges with him. And Stephen Gill with help from Toby Ritters. He's still in the draft, so he is going to continue to stay on the lead lap and not pit yet. Ritter's in second. He's now back on the lead lap. A lot of these guys are lap cars trying to be in a position so they don't have to get a lucky dog, and it looks like Ritters is going to try to do that. And now he's coming down pit road. He's going to be joined by Stephen Gill. We're going to see if Stephen Gill has his strategy pay off. The leaders are currently coming into turn number 3 and 4. They have to pass him one whole time to get back on the lead lap. We'll see if this 4-car breakaway for the lead will be able to beat Stephen Gill off pit road. Stephen Gill now in his pit box. From what we assume are going to be 4 fresh tires and fuel. The jack has not gone up yet, though. He's going to take only fuel. And that's going to put him, for the moment, out front. There's the leaders off of turn number 4. You can see them in the background. Is this the right call? We're going to see. The leaders coming into turn number 1 right now. And you're going to see him on the inside. Stephen Gill not going to be in the main pack, just barely outside the main group. It's going to be a 4-car battle for the stage. Coming up on 7 laps to go. Here at Atlanta, Toby Ritters goes a lap down. And now the battle for the lead lap position starts with Ritters. So Ritters will be the first car lap down. So for the moment, he will be your lucky dog to end the stage. And he'll get his lap back. That will leave a handful of drivers still lap down, if that is the case. We will be right back to end stage number 2. Stay with us on the R2R Broadcast Network for the finish of the second stage. We are once again back from Atlanta. The conclusion of stage number 2, ending on lap number 80. We have just a handful of laps left, 3 laps to go at the line. The same thing happening at the end of stage number 1 is happening at the end of stage number 2. It's a 3 or 4 car breakaway for the lead. Toby Ritters is a lap car, currently in the lucky dog spot. Michael Cole currently about to get lapped, so this could be a 2-car battle for the lucky dog, if that is the case. But 3 laps to go in stage number 2. Alex Pollock won last time. SB got second. Cochran and Bridges also in this pack, a little bit farther back in the 8 and the 45. We're going to see if Pollock can hold off the field and win the second stage of the night. Two laps to go at the line. Alex Pollock leading. Toby Ritters now in the lucky dog spot. Michael Cole is right behind him. This is going to be the battle for the lucky dog. That car right ahead of him is the car he is fighting with for this lucky dog spot. He's going to go straight to the outside. He wants this lap back immediately. I'm not sure if he's going to have a lot of help, though, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go in stage number 2. Alex Pollock leads us, and it's a battle between the 43 and the 3 for the lucky dog position. Michael Cole on the outside, but he has no help. That's going to help Ritters get back to his inside. Michael Cole is going to put the side draft of a lifetime to stay with him. And while that's happening, Alex Pollock is leading. We'll see if Aaron SB makes a move. Cochran makes a move to the outside to help Michael Cole. And there we go. Ritters goes to the outside as well. Pollock's still out front at the end of the stage, but this is a battle for the lucky dog, and the yellow flag will come out, and Toby Ritters will get the lucky dog, and Alex Pollock will win stage number 2. An exciting battle to end stage number 2. Michael Cole goes a lap down with 2 laps to go, and Ritters passes him. Ritters will be your lucky dog, and Alex Pollock will win stage number 2. Pace car is already out, so they're going to come down pit road immediately, led by Alex Pollock. Pollock's been pretty dominant tonight, led most of the majority of the laps. He won stage number 1 and stage number 2. All he's got to do is complete the sweep and win stage number 3 and the race. We'll see if he can pull off the hat trick. And while these cars come down pit road, multiple cars stay out, but one is Michael Cole, who does not stay out. He's going to be a lap down, and he is going to stay a lap down as he does not come down, or he goes down pit road, so that'll be interesting. But we're going to check and see who gets out first. As you see, Toby Ritters, Gino Volanti, and it looks like one other car will get the wave around and get their lap back. Come out of pit road, Hancock and Cole out first. Hancock does come out first on a different strategy or something. He will be out first, followed by Cochran, Pollock, SB, Bridges, Morgan Cook, and others. So Enoch Hancock does a little bit of a strategy. Maybe did not take tires, but he will be on the lead lap. Michael Cole, unless I am mistaken, he will not be on the lead lap anymore. I may be wrong. Okay, yeah, on my screen it does give him. It does actually make him on the lead lap. So maybe he is on the lead lap. We'll find out. But Hancock gets out first. And Ritters, who got the lucky dog, he will now make his penultimate stop down pit road. I believe they still need one more stop to be good on fuel. But Ritters will now be in the mix as we will start stage number 3. Volanti and Ayers will both get a wave around as they are ahead of the rest of the pack here. So Volanti is currently 2 laps down, and so is Ayers. So that'll make them both 1 lap down, and they'll be able to fight for the lucky dog spot and hopefully get back on the lead lap, give themselves a shot to win this race. They both had a pretty rough night. It could all turn around with one single stage. And we will go 1 to green this time by. Enoch Hancock will lead us. He chooses the inside. Michael Cole, who I was right about, yeah, he went down pit road, so he will not get his lap back. Taking tires and fuel over. Getting a lap back, and we'll see if that plays in his favor. So that makes your lap down battle between the 43 of Michael Cole, the 11 of Casey Bristow, the 78 of Sam Bridges, the 20 of Sean Warrow, who is still down pit road, and then along with the 35 of Gino Villani and the 62 of Stephen Irish. So everybody, with the exception of Justin Schaub, who's out of this race, from 9th on back, are fighting for the Lucky Dog spot, all 1 lap down. That'll be interesting to see. And we're also going to have an amazing battle up in the front. Hancock now back out in the lead. Cochran, Pollock, Espy, Bridges, Morgan Cook, and Stephen Gill, along with Toby Ritters, are on the lead lap. So 2 separate battles here in stage number 3. We're going to see who gets out on top. We're going to see if there's any more wrecks. So far, it's been a pretty safe night. Sam Bridges is going to come down pit road. We are going green this time by, though. Pace car does come off this time by. Yes, it will. And with that being said, Enoch Hancock and Jacob Cochran will lead us to the start of stage number 3 here at Atlanta. And a very strong start for Enoch Hancock. Multiple car lengths out front of the rest of the field. And an amazing start. Now, the only problem with this good start is he's going to have all of these cars rush up on him extremely fast, all at one time. He's at the block 2 or 3 lanes once these guys make back up to him. And it's going to be led by Alex Pollock, who won both stage number 1 and stage number 2. And they are absolutely rushing towards Enoch Hancock right now. To the outside he goes. Hancock going to try to block. Pollock says not so fast and gets there before Hancock can make a move. And Pollock is now your new leader here in Atlanta. He's followed by Jacob Cochran, who has not had the best of nights, but he is now in a position to win this race. We'll see what he can do. Aaron Espy drops to the inside. And now Espy all of a sudden could be your race leader. And all of a sudden at the start of stage 3, the aggression level is extremely high. All of these drivers definitely racing a lot harder than we saw before. And this time out with 50 laps to go, this race is starting to get tight. Morgan Cook gets a huge push from Stephen Gill. He keeps that car in one piece. Remember, half of these cars are a lap down. Currently the 43 of Michael Cole will get his lap back, but right behind him is Casey Bristow. And right behind Casey Bristow is Ayers and Vellante. Those 4 cars all fighting for the Lucky Dog. Back up front, it's Espy versus Pollock right now. Pollock on the outside getting a push from Cochran. Espy getting on the inside, a push from Enoch Hancock. We're right on board with Enoch Hancock here. Alex Pollock still has the advantage. He is now clear of the outside lane. He continues to stay up top for the moment. It'll give Aaron Espy at least one more shot to be the dominant line. Morgan Cook goes 3 wide. Stephen Gill forces him the issue. And there we go. Stephen Gill now in the middle. Jacob Cochran now stuck on the outside. We're 3 wide in Atlanta. 2 cars in the wall. Morgan Cook and Jacob Cochran. They all save it. The 62 of Ayers gets out of their way as well. Both of those cars are going to possibly be out of the draft because of that now. And Aaron Espy, because of that, messed up on the outside, is now going to be back out front, but he stays on the inside with Hancock instead of going high on Pollock. Gill on the wall a little bit right there. He is trying to help Alex Pollock get out front so he can have a shot at this lead. Pollock almost clear. We'll see if he can get him in turn number 4. Espy still holding strong on the inside. This time by 46 laps to go from Atlanta. Stephen Gill all over the racetrack trying to give as biggest of a push as possible to Alex Pollock. All it takes is one little move though to offset the race car ahead of him and everybody else goes around. Pollock still just not clear. Now he is. Pollock clear to the inside. He drops down low. Stephen Gill now is controlling the outside with Toby Ritters. And now the 11 car of Casey Bristow passes the 43 of Michael Cole. He is now your lucky dog position. Oh, and a wreck! Cars go around. It's Enoch Hancock. Hancock goes for a spin. And that brings out a caution. It looks like he may be the only car to get involved. And his car is dead. His engine breaks and he's going to have to tow his race car. Tough break for Enoch Hancock. He's going to go multiple laps down and that'll probably end his race. We're going to see what just happened there on lap with 45 laps to go. We're going to see what happened. Here we go, coming out of turn number 4. Watch the 16 of Aaron Espy and the 17 of Enoch Hancock. Still clean at turn number 1. Enoch gets to his inside. Espy goes up, and Espy does not think Hancock is there, just comes down into Hancock, forces him and Hancock both into the wall. Hancock gets the absolute worst of it. His engine is blown. Espy also gets a lot of damage. His left front is gone. But just a bad judgment from Aaron Espy. Did not realize Hancock was there. And that caused your second caution of the night. That is not a stage. But we were green for so long. It was bound to happen, and it happened there. We're just over 40 laps to go. So Hancock still has a fast repair in his pocket. But his problem is he had to tow his race car. That forces you to sit there for about 2 or 3 minutes. And he's going to be at least 2 laps down, if I had to guess. And his shots of winning now are definitely dented. And as it's happening, the car is now passing him on pit road. Alex Pollock and others. Ritters as well coming down pit road. Gino Volanti going to come down pit road. And a few cars do stay out. Stephen Gill is your leader. And because of this, it happens once again. Bristow and Michael Cole will not go back on the lead lap simply because a lead lap car is blocking their way from him in the pace car. So if Gill stays out, Bristow and Cole will not be back on the lead lap, and that is definitely going to be frustrating for these guys. Definitely cannot make it on fuel, so Gill will surely need to come in at some point in the next 10 or so laps. But he decides to stay out, and it forces Casey Bristow and Michael Cole to come down pit road. And they will stay a lap down. Battle off pit road. Looks like Alex Pollock wins it. Morgan Cook rounds up in the second spot. And later back in the field, it looks to be Toby Ritters and Gino Volanti. Volanti is a lap down. He's actually 2 laps down, so he is not on the lead lap. Farther back, Jacob Cochran and Jordan Bridges. They're still both on the lead lap. And Aaron Espy, he is repairing his damage. Looks like he took a fast repair, and he will be out of pit road. Enoch Hancock still down pit road. He either is still towing or just decided that his race is over. His car is still on the surface, though, so it looks like he may just be towing still. He is currently 3 laps down. So, unfortunately, consider Hancock's night pretty much over. And it sucks because he had a good run. Espy just made a wrong judgment, and that's what ends the night from the 17. It will be 1 green this time by. Stephen Gill decides he wants to stay out. Not a lot of fuel left in that tank, I'd imagine. We'll see if his strategy works out. Alex Pollock on the outside of him. Morgan Cook and Toby Ritters in row number 2. Jacob Cochran and Jordan Bridges in row number 3. And then we start getting to our lap cars. Volanti, Bridges, Ayers, and others. And then you see the 16 of Aaron Espy. He will be the final car on the lead lap. That leaves 7 cars on the lead lap. 3 cars 1 lap down. Fighting for the lead lap lucky dog position. We're restarting this time by. With 42 laps to go, coming up on 41 laps to go here at Atlanta. Just had the second caution that was on a stage tonight. We'll see how big the aggressiveness is on the restart here. Stephen Gill, Alex Pollock leading us back green from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And a good start from both lanes. A very good start from Alex Pollock and Toby Ritters. A good push from Ritters is going to cause Pollock to be on his outside already. And Morgan Cook goes to the outside to take the inside lane from Stephen Gill. We're 3 wide entering turn number 1. They were eager to get Stephen Gill out of there immediately. Morgan Cook now to the lead. Cochran decides he wants to make a move, decides better of it, goes back to the inside. And now because of that, the outside lane of Pollock and Ritters, who started in the first and second row, are also going to be shuffled out because of the 3 wide maneuver. Oh my goodness, Pollock in the wall. This car looks to be okay. That was a hard hit though from the 92, who won stage number 1 and stage number 2. Morgan Cook now leading with Cochran right behind. Aaron Espy now in 3rd. Ritters is now in 4th. Toby Ritters tries his luck on the outside, going to get a push from Stephen Gill in the 03. And that lead lap spot is heating up. Excuse me, the Lucky Dog spot heating up. Michael Cole, Steven Ayers, and Casey Bristow all under a blanket right now, and they are all fighting to get on the lead lap. Back up front. Top 6, all on the lead lap. Morgan Cook still out front. But here comes Toby Ritters and Stephen Gill trying to get a run back out to the lead. Stephen Gill almost makes it 3 wide. Decides to get back behind. The 43 of Michael Cole. 3rd on the outside lane, currently in the Lucky Dog position. The 62 and 11, a little bit farther back. And now Toby Ritters finally gets to the outside of Morgan Cook. He'll lead the lap. Will he be clear in turn number 1? Not quite clear. Morgan Cook continuing to be out front with pushes from Jacob Cochran. The 62 of Ayers gets out of line, falls back in. This time by will be 36 laps to go here from Atlanta. Ritters just barely not clear coming into turn number 1. He's going to need a big push from Stephen Gill to get it done. Morgan Cook and Jacob Cochran are very aligned on the inside right now, and they are continuing to try and control this field. Stephen Gill goes to the outside of Ritters, almost contact with the quarter panel. They continue to keep it off for now. Morgan Cook continuing to lead here at Atlanta. Stephen Gill very close to getting to that rear quarter panel of Ritters and turning him sideways. You can see how close they are from getting it done. But every single time they get close, they either make a mistake or just fall out of the line with the inside lane. And as the tires fall out, it's harder to run on that outside lane for sure. Stephen Gill all the way up in the wall, maybe trying to make it 3 wide there, or just got loose with those tires once again. That outside lane not going anywhere for the moment. And the 62 of Steven Ayers is now back in the Lucky Dog position. He passes Michael Cole for the spot. As the outside lane starts to fade away, Michael Cole is now outside of Lucky Dog contention. But they are still side by side, right on top of each other. That 62 and the 43 fighting hard for the Lucky Dog right now. Aaron Espy decides he wants to try his luck on the outside. Maybe the outside lane's going to get a little bit fragged out there. There we go. Steven Ayers is going to get inside of the lead cars. That's going to cause 3 cars to go around, including Aaron Espy, who blows his motor. That's going to be the end of the night for him. He already took a fast repair. We saw that unfold in front of our eyes. Steven Ayers gets a little bit loose, goes up the racetrack, and causes 3 of our main competitors to go around, including Aaron Espy, and his night is most likely going to be over. And we're going to check and see exactly what happened there. You saw it firsthand, but we're still going to check it out. Cautions breed cautions late in this race. Here we go. That 62 of Ayers is fighting with the 43 of Cole. That is for the Lucky Dog spot. They are not on the lead lap. The 16-3 and the 03 are all on the lead lap, on the outside. And coming into the turn, the 62 has a very bad turn, causes SP to scoot up the racetrack, gets into Ritter's, and gets into Stephen Gill and Michael Cole. One of those cars blows their engine, and Aaron Espy already took his fast repair. His night's probably over as well. Definitely not a lot of happy cars right there, especially the cars on the lead lap. And with that now being said, Toby Ritter's down pit road. It looks like he was the one that blew his motor. I think he's now going to have the same situation as Ina Kencock. He's going to have to tow his vehicle, and that is not good news for him. Cars down pit road. Morgan Cook, Jacob Cochran, and others. And because of that, the guy who caused the wreck, Steven Ayers, is going to be back on the lead lap. A little bit of a controversial fashion there. And Michael Cole will not be on the lead lap. He got damaged from that wreck. He also comes down pit road, and he will continue to be 1 lap down. Going to be interested to see if the 62 gets penalized and stays a lap down. It looks like they're going to give him the lucky dog anyway. Call it unfair or not, Steven Ayers, after causing the wreck, will be back on the lead lap. How's it going, Chase Ingram? Thank you for tuning in. Back out front, Morgan Cook will be your leader off of pit road. Jacob Cochran in the second position. Jordan Bridges, who's been an underdog all night, he is going to be in third. Aaron Espy, who actually looks like his car is not a lot damaged at all from that wreck, he's going to be in fourth, so scratch that. Espy still has a shot at this thing. And Michael Cole will continue to be 1 lap down. Got damage from the last caution, and he decided to come down pit road once again. Bristow will also be 1 lap down. So this battle is still between 2 cars for the lead lap position. Stay with us on the R2R Broadcast Network. The last break before we see the final 30 laps play out. The restart coming up next here from Atlanta. Welcome back from the R2R Broadcast Network. 30 laps to go here from Atlanta. 1 lap to green. This time by. It's been a crazy race so far. It's been decided between 2 battles. A lucky dog battle and a lead lap fighting for the win battle. And both cautions have been caused by cars trying to get back on the lead lap. Except for one that was caused by Aaron Espy. 2 cars still a lap down, Casey Bristow and Michael Cole. Everybody else either multiple laps down or on the lead lap. Morgan Cook and Jordan Bridges are going to lead us back to the green flag this time by with 29 laps to go from Atlanta. As each lap ticks down, the aggression level continues to go up. We're going to see what happens next here as we come to the restart zone. We're back green from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Good start from the outside lane. Jordan Bridges, a good push from Alex Pollock. They're going to be even in turn number 1. Pollock once again gets in the wall right there. He's going to keep it off just long enough continue to push that 45 out, try to get back out front. The 43 of Michael Cole and the 11 of Casey Bristow right next to each other are both a lap down. This is your battle for the lead lap position. Or the lucky dog position. Enoch Hancock is also now 1 lap down. So remember when I said Enoch Hancock's race was over? He has gotten enough wave arounds to be back on the 1 lap down. So he can get a lucky dog spot and still have a shot to win this race. What a valiant effort it would be if he can come back and get a good result here tonight. He's got to pass the other 2 lap cars due to the 43 and the 11. We'll see what he can do. Jordan Bridges to the outside of Morgan Cook with help from Alex Pollock. Morgan Cook help from Aaron Espy. Sean Warrobe in the wall. 3 wide in the corner. Contact with the 62. The 62 had another really bad entrance. Almost caused another wreck. They stay green for the moment. Another hit from the wall off of turn number 2. Couldn't tell who that was. Check out that battle in row number 3. The 11 and 43 that are both fighting for the lucky dog spot. The 17 as well. All fighting to get back on the lead lap as the laps tick back down. The 7 and the 45, Morgan Cook and Jordan Bridges continue to fight for the lead. The 45 of Bridges now has the advantage with help from Alex Pollock. Will he get clear? We'll find out very soon. And now all 3 1 lap down cars under a blanket right now. Enoch Hancock was on the lead lap, led multiple laps tonight, had to get a tow, was 3 laps down, and is already back down to 1 lap down. If he gets this lucky dog, he has a shot to win this race. And Michael Cole and Casey Bristow also are 1 lap down. They have a shot to win this race if they get their lap back. And Enoch Hancock senses the urgency. He goes 3 wide as all 3 lap cars are fighting 3 wide for the lucky dog spot. I gotta give credit to Enoch Hancock. You gotta make an aggressive move because the race is going down lap by lap. It's gonna be gone before you know it, and it's your time now. You don't know when the caution is gonna come out, and that's what all 3 of these guys have in the back of their minds right now. Is they're 3 wide, almost 4 wide now. Alex Pollock almost makes it 4 wide. That 43 of Michael Cole is not letting Enoch Hancock go away. He wants his lap back. He's been screwed over multiple times tonight, and he's going to try anything he can to get it done. He goes back to the middle, and now back to the inside of Enoch Hancock. He's had to find a way to get past that 17 to get it back before the caution flies, if we see one. Morgan Cook back out to the lead. Now another option for these lap cars is to get out front. If there's a caution and you're in the lead, ahead of all the lead lap cars, you don't even need a lucky dog. You get your lap back immediately. So for these lap cars, a sense of getting back on the lead lap manually is also an option. Looks like 1 car did go around back there. Couldn't tell who that was. It was a car on the lead lap. We will let you know who it is when we see it. 1 car is out of the pace, way out of the groove right now. And it will be Jacob Cochran, way out of the groove. No, not Jacob Cochran, excuse me. Jordan Bridges, way out of the groove, coming down to pit road. His night may be over as well. But back out to the front. Morgan Cook getting pushed by 2 lap cars. Enoch Hancock and Michael Cole both fighting for their lap back. The outside lane, Espy and Pollock on the lead lap, trying to figure out a way to get back out front. And if I'm these lap cars, I don't want to stay behind Morgan Cook for long. If I'm Enoch Hancock, I want to make a move. But obviously, you do not want to wreck the first place driver. You got to figure out a right time to do it, and we'll see if Hancock makes a move anytime soon. But for the moment, Michael Cole does make a move. He goes to the outside. Michael Cole now leads the outside. He's going to try to pass Enoch Hancock to be in the position to get his lap back with 21 laps to go. 20 laps to go this time by. Like I said, an urgency is definitely present right now for these lap cars because with 20 laps to go, you just saw it right there. Hancock almost turned Morgan Cook, tried to make it 3 wide, almost turned the leader, backs off immediately, and now Michael Cole is back on the lead lap as he does not lead. He leads the main pack, but he now leads ahead of all the lead lap cars, so now he is not a lap down. So if a caution happens right now, Hancock will still get a lucky dog. So if I'm Hancock, I want Michael Cole to stay in the lead now. We'll see if Michael Cole gets sorted out by Morgan Cook. It's going to be really tight if these guys are going to be good on fuel. With 20 laps to go, make that 19 now. I am not sure if these guys are good on fuel. So we'll see. They'll duck down the pit road pretty quickly, and you'll see it happen if they do have to come down pit road. Gino Volante is also 1 lap down. I did not realize that. The 35 of Gino Volante also is 1 lap down. He wants his lap back. He is swerving all over the racetrack. He wants to find a way to win this race and get back on the lead lap. Casey Bristow goes to the inside. Right now, everybody except Morgan Cook in this pack are lap down cars. Second place looks to be Steven Ayers. So 2, make that 2. Maybe 3 with Alex Pollock, but the majority of this field are lap down cars, led by Michael Cook, who is now back, or excuse me, Michael Cole, who is back on the lead lap. But the laps are ticking by. 17 laps to go. They need a caution now. And currently, if Cole stays in the lead, this is the battle for the lead lap position. Enoch Hancock versus Gino Volante. Volante has no help on the outside, so Hancock will retain that position for a moment. But look at the run Gino has in that 35 coming into turn number 3. No help, but Volante's making it work for the moment. Side by side with Hancock. Side drafting that car. And now Casey Bristow senses the urgency. He goes up to help the lap down car of Volante. That makes 2 cars on the inside, and that's going to give Volante a push to edge out in front of Hancock for the moment. Volante is now your first car, a lucky dog. He may even get out front. Now there's 2 cars on the lead lap. Morgan Cook has been passed by 2 cars, at least for the moment. If a caution flies right now, 2 cars, including a lucky dog, make that 3, would be back on the lead lap. The cars 1 lap down are definitely sensing the urgency. They're ready to make a move and get back on the lead lap. And Volante now gets clear of Morgan Cook. Bristow may also get clear of Morgan Cook. And now 3 separate cars are now back on the lead lap. 1, 2, 3 out front. And Hancock comes down pit road. 1 lap down. Enoch Hancock makes his pit stop early. Short on fuel. His strategy may have not paid off. A caution never flew. That may be what he was hoping for. And now there are 3 cars. The 43, 35, and 11, they are all cars that were fighting to get their lap back. Now they're all in front of the lead lap car, so they will get their lap back. Toby Ritters is also 2 laps down, so he is also going to get his lap back for the moment. And that leaves Morgan Cook and the 62 of Steven Ayers. That is your battle for the lead. You saw Volante, he decides to go down pit road. So it looks like these cars will not make it 14 more laps around this track. When will we have our penultimate pit stop? Michael Cole, Casey Bristow, the 2 cars out front who are fighting for the lead lap, they want a caution now. They want their lead lap back now. They don't want to have to cycle out on pit stops and be once again fighting for the lucky dog. They want to do it right now. And unfortunately for Casey Bristow, he's going to get shuffled out of line. Now the 62 of Ayers, he's now your leader here at Atlanta. And now it's Michael Cole and Toby Ritters who are in a position to get their laps back. And now it's Casey Bristow in the lucky dog position. Steven Ayers, who has had a crazy race. He was fighting for his lap back, wrecked other people coming into turn number 1, but he never made contact with anybody. So he got his lap back, and now he's leading the race. If he wins, it will absolutely not be without controversy, but he is pulling away from the rest of the lead lap cars right now. That white car, Morgan Cook, is the 2nd place driver. Look how far they are behind the leader, Steven Ayers. Every car Ayers is working with right now are cars lapped down. And he is pulling away from the rest of the field. Now about 1 second between him and Morgan Cook. Pollock trying to give a huge push to that 7 car to get him back out front. And they're starting to make up that time quickly now to a half of a second. Coming up on 10 laps to go. Some of these guys may be saving fuel. Do not be surprised if we see a fuel strategy win this race. 10 laps to go here from Atlanta. Volante comes out of pit road. He finishes his final pit stop. Morgan Cook separated by 1 lap car. And here we go. The pit stop is now underway. Morgan Cook, Alex Pollock, and others making their final pit stop with 10 laps to go. I will be shocked if any of these drivers up front can make it 9 more laps on this tank. I've seen more crazy stuff, so we'll see. But Cochran, Ayers, and that looks to be it. Cochran and Ayers do stay out. Everybody else down pit road, and it starts with Morgan Cook and Alex Pollock. I'll keep you updated. We'll see if those 2 lead lap cars do come down pit road this time by. It looks like they stay out for the moment. They could be betting on a fuel strategy to make it 8 more laps. Without a doubt, this is definitely going to be just fuel in the tank for these drivers. 8 laps to go. Do not need tires. They're just going to get out as quick as possible, if I had to guess. And yes, they will. Cook out first, followed by Pollock, followed by Sean Warrope, who's multiple laps down, followed by Espy. And we'll see if Cook and Pollock made the right move. But currently, back up front, Ayers and Jacob Cochran, the 62 and the 8, are the 2 cars who have still yet to make their penultimate pit stop. Will they be able to make it 7 laps in this fuel tank? Everybody else around them are lapped down. If you're 1 lap down, if you run the tank and the 2 leaders don't, you could possibly win this race. So this race is not over for anybody yet. Now, what these leaders do not need is a caution. Coming to 6 laps to go. At this point, you got to believe that these guys are trying to stretch their fuel tank to the end. The 8 and the 62, the only 2 cars on the lead lap who have not pitted for fuel. And they have 6 laps to go before they can hold it off. We'll see if they can get it done. Currently 3rd place, 30 seconds back is Michael Cole. Still have to make his penultimate pit stop. Morgan Cook and Alex Pollock 5th and 6th. They are the first cars who have pitted on the lead lap. Back out front, the 62 and the 8 are still not pitting. 5 laps to go at the line. Cochran currently leading. Ayers getting shuffled out by some lap cars. Jacob Cochran has 5 laps to go to win this race here at Atlanta. Cochran and Ayers both been not having the best of nights. But with a strategy in their favor, they could win this race. They are still not coming in. At least waiting one more time is Cochran and Ayers. 4 laps to go at the line. Ayers has a lot of separation between him and Cochran. 3 cars separate him and the green car of Cochran. He'll have to pull off a miracle to get back up to him. He's actually fallen out of the groove, maybe saving. There's a possibility this guy is saving fuel right now. He's going extremely slow on the racetrack. Cochran's still in the draft, not letting off one bit. But Cochran continues to not come down pit road. Michael Cole now makes his penultimate pit stop. 3 laps to go at the line. Will Jacob Cochran have enough fuel to make it to the end? The 62, Steven Ayers, is on full save mode right now. About 2 seconds behind Jacob Cochran in the main pack. He is barely on the throttle trying to save as much fuel as possible 3 laps to go and win this race. The main story, does Jacob Cochran have enough fuel to win this race? If he runs out, he is right in front of 3 cars. That could lead to a caution. Ritters comes down pit road. Cochran stays out. 2 laps to go at the line. Will Cochran hold him off? Ayers also stays out. He's saving as much as possible. Cochran has Stephen Gill pushing him with 2 laps to go. Will Gill push him to victory? Cochran is not letting off one bit from the sound of his vehicle. And the white flag is next time by. Cochran just needs 1 more lap and he will have enough fuel to win this race. Will he get it done? Steven Ayers, he may be out of fuel. He's slow on the racetrack. But Jacob Cochran makes it to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Cochran. Can he make the fuel last? He goes to the outside. Is he running out of fuel? He has about 16 seconds ahead of the leader. All he needs is to make it 2 more corners and he wins this race. I think he's out of fuel. Cochran's slow on the racetrack. Oh no, he's gonna wreck! Jacob Cochran goes around! Will he make it back in time? Out of fuel, but he does it! The strategy works off, and Jacob Cochran will win at Atlanta in a crazy turn of events. And he is completely out of fuel. The 62 also out of fuel. He's not even going to make it back to the line. What an effort from Jacob Cochran. He saved enough fuel all the way to the flag, and he picks up the win from Atlanta. That is not how I was expecting this Atlanta race to finish. But Cochran going to get a push from his teammate Aaron Espy. And he's going to try to do as much as he can to burn this car down. He ran out of fuel in the backstretch on the last lap, but he was in the draft, and that was all it took for him to make it back to the line and win this race. And Morgan Cook will finish second. Ayers looks like he will finish third. Even with running out of fuel, he will finish third. Cochran does it. He wins. He's going to try to burn it down with no fuel here at Atlanta. And his fuel tank is out. He's not even going to be able to burn it down. But Jacob Cochran will win here in Atlanta. He's going to try his best to burn it down, but I don't think it's going to be possible. What a win for that 8 car. He wins the race, and we're going to now talk to the top 3. Morgan Cook, Steven Ayers, and Jacob Cochran. Morgan Cook is cartilage in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you sound disappointed, and I would be too. I was not expecting anybody to make it on fuel. Somehow, Jacob Cochran pulled it off and just had barely enough to coast across the line. He actually got wrecked at the line, but it was still enough to get it done. What could you have done differently to pick up the win tonight?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, on that last restart, I was up there in the lead with Pollock, and if I wasn't leading, I probably have enough. I was going to be half a lap or so short, and I thought, you know what, it's just not worth it to risk it and run out. I'd much rather pit, because there was only 6 or 8 on the lead lap. I'm like, the worst that's going to happen is going to finish 6th. Let's pit and go for it. And ultimately, I think that was the right call because of where I was. I couldn't save enough. I tried. I was half throttle, 3/4 throttle behind the lap cars. I got by Michael Cole and just had him tow me around for a while, and it still wasn't enough. So props to Cochran. But 2 weeks in a row, I am just short on the wrong side of the fuel strategy. So it's a bummer, but back-to-back second-place finishes doesn't hurt too bad either.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a risk-reward factor for staying out. You could have ran out and then finished 6th, but you ended up going in. You still finished 2nd. A lot of good points for you tonight. That race was pretty crazy. It was pretty much 2 separate races the entire night. We had one race for the lead lap, and we had one race for the win. That was pretty much the entire night. It was pretty much split half and half. Crazy night for sure. You still finished up a 2nd place, a great result like you usually do here in the Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Anybody you want to shout out for tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank V-Speed. Obviously, everything they've done for me, sponsoring the truck and all of that. Aaron Espy Racing, as well as Alex Pollock, was in there tonight, too. We worked quite well together. We controlled the vast majority of that race. I'd wager to say we led over 80% of the laps tonight. I mean, we really had it rolling this evening. And at one point, Alex said, if we don't win, if one of us doesn't win, it's going to be a darn shame. So it ended up, I think it was Cochran, myself. I'm not sure if the 62 got 3rd or if Pollock got 3rd. But regardless, we ran well today, and with the exception of SB getting turned a few times and Toby getting caught up in it, we very well could have finished 1 through 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and for sure, but nonetheless, a good result from multiple guys from NSP Racing, and good result from you. We'll see you next week, and good luck.
You bet. Thanks.
And that was Morgan Cook. So it looks like the 62 of Ayers is not in any of our voice chats. So we're going to instead talk to 4th place, Alex Pollock. Came up in the booth. Pollock, it's cartilage in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's up, man? So, a crazy night for you. It was mostly a great night for you. You won stage 1, won stage 2, pretty much in dominating fashion. Unfortunately, the last stage was decided by a very tight fuel strategy, and Cochran just had enough to pull it off. What could you have done differently tonight to get a better result? And how are you feeling now for the rest of these weeks coming up to the playoffs?
Well, we could have done different as save with Cochran in the back there. I don't know how he saved enough. We were trying to save, and then at one point, me and Morgan were like, it's not worth it, and we just took off. But we chose that decision a little too late. So going forward, the playoffs, I've only raced a few truck races, so playoffs aren't really in my mindset. I'm going to be here to win races whenever I can.
Awesome. Well, originally we were not going to talk to you because you finished 4th, but Ayers was not available. Now he is. But you won stage 1 and stage 2, so a great night for you. Glad we were able to talk to you, and good luck next week. Anybody you want to shout out?
Yep, shout out to Precision. Get your setups there, precisionsetups.gg. And then shout out to Black Diamond Designs. If you need a paint scheme, let me know.
And they are also going to be sponsoring the Cup Series, so we'll see a lot more from them as well. But,
yes, sir.
Thank you for talking to us, Alex. We'll see you around.
Yep, see ya.
All right. Now we're going to talk to 3rd place, Steven Ayers. Steven Ayers, it's cartilage in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
Well, Steven Ayers, it was an up and down night from you. An up night for finishing 3rd place, but the downside of the night is it was pretty crazy for you the entire night. You were a lap down for the majority of the race, not your doing, obviously. Got wrecked by Gino Volanti. That's got to be frustrating. But you got your lap back. Now, definitely in controversial fashion because kind of caused a stack up. But nonetheless, you got your lap back, still finished 3rd. And you were one of the 2 guys who made your fuel. I wouldn't say you made it last completely because you were kind of coasting, but you made it last to get a podium. So what could you have done differently tonight to pick up the win? And how much confidence does this podium give you for future races here?
Yeah, I think definitely going forward, I need to plan better on the fuel. But at that point, I was just in it to win it, or just lose. So just next time, plan better on fuel.
Awesome. Well, congrats on your podium. And anybody you would like to shout out here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Kinetic and Ayers iRacing Paints for coming on board this year.
Awesome. Well, Ayers, congrats on your first podium. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
And now finally we're going to talk to the guy who held it off with his fuel tank, Jacob Cochran. It's cartilage in the booth. You got a copy. Cochran, you got a copy. I cannot hear Jacob Cochran for the moment.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Potty break.
Well, Cochran, you were up front most of the night. You had an incident earlier in the race that caused you to use a fast repair. You had to work your way back up through the field. But out of surprise to everybody, you made your fuel last right to the end. It literally went right to the end. You even got into a little wreck right at the start-finish line. But you did enough to make your fuel last to the checkered flag. How did you do it? And, how did you get it done tonight?
Well, on that last pit cycle, I was pretty far back in that pack, and I didn't really care to get up front. I just wanted, without a fast repair in your pocket, you kind of have to be a little bit more patient with everything. So I was just kind of riding and biding the time in the back, and then when we started getting down to like 15ish or so laps left, I was realizing like, oh, I'm only like a lap to lap and a half short, and so I just went into field saving mode and tried to save as much as I could, and I was about a half a lap to the good, and then when Toby and Michael Cole pitted with I think like 5 or 6 laps left, I then went to a half a lap short, just because of not having the draft in front of me. So yeah, I ran out at going into turn 4. So yeah, it was just barely enough.
Yeah, well, Cochran, with your win tonight, you were already leading the points before this race started. You're now going to continue to lead the points, obviously, after this race. But second place in the championship battle right now is Morgan Cook. He also just happened to finish second place tonight. It seems like this regular season championship is going to go to the wire between you and Cook. What's your plan to continue to beat him week in, week out as we near the playoffs?
Just keep putting the biscuit in the basket.
All right. Well, congrats on your second one of the season, I believe, for you. And hope to see you once again particularly next week, and we'll see you there.
All right, sir. Thank you.
No problem. And then finally, any shout-outs you would like to give?
Yep. Yeah, I want to shout out my team, Aaron SB Racing, Aaron, Toby Ritters, Morgan Cook, kind of a additional add-on for tonight, Alex Pollock. And then shout out to Stephen Gill there at the end with Black Flag Motorsports. Could not have done that without him pushing me and kind of staying committed with me at the end. That I would have ran out way before then. So definitely wouldn't have done it without him. And you up in the booth. Thank you for always doing a good job on the broadcast.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for once again showing up and putting a nomination on the field, and we hope to see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our service here from the R2R Broadcast Network. We appreciate you watching this broadcast. We're going to go through our final results here, and we're going to end the night here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. It was a chaotic night. Lap cars all over the place. Lead lap cars all over the place. But Jacob Cochran made the fuel last, and he picked up the win. Final results, Jacob Cochran wins the race. Morgan Cook finishes second. Steven Ayers, his first ever podium, finishes third. Alex Pollock finishes fourth. He also won stage 1 and stage 2. Aaron Espy will finish fifth. Jordan Bridges finishes sixth, and Casey Bristow finishes seventh. Michael Cole finishing 8th, and Toby Ritter finishing 9th. Gino Valencia rounds out your top 10. Sam Bridges finishes 11th. Enoch Hancock will finish in the 12th spot. Stephen Gale finishes 13th. Sean Warrow finishes 14th, and Justin Schaub finishes 15th. From the last time tonight, I am Zachariah Carl, your commentator and host. Thank you for watching the R2R Broadcast Network, live every Monday night from the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. We hope to see you next week. Next week will be just as fun as this week. It'll be at, just checking the race, it will be at, looks like, Martinsville. So we're going from a super speedway to a straight short track. So we'll see you there. Hope all you have a great night, and stay blessed like always. See ya.